Okay. Stream seems to be up. Weird that the pretty quiet right now. Well, chat. It seems to be. We're. It seems to just be pretty slow at the moment. They'll possibly gain some more in a moment. But hello, my battalion and viewers. I'm the Knight of Arcane, and today we are finishing up the Artfight for. Sorry, I got distracted with stuff on the other screen. And we're finishing up our Artfights for this year. We have 4 more we have to do. We have them linked in the description. You might have to refresh the page because of just when if it doesn't show up, you might have to refresh the page, but it should be there. But we are doing the last 4 attacks, so we do pretty much attack everyone who has attacked us at least once. So we have Red Fox. What was it? We have Red Fox Beyond by Ben Neal, or I don't remember, or you've seen Ben in the chat probably. So Ben Nemenia by Mr. Savolbada for the attack they did on the whole group. We have Tana by Memory Draws, who did an attack on me, who did some pixel art attack on me for Ibuki. And Brimsta by Random Bub, who did an attack. No, wait. Taha did an attack on Marianne, my Water Genasi Monk D&D character OC. And it's Random Bub that did Ibuki. But yep, we're going to be doing some headshots. That's the last thing we'll pretty much be doing for Artfight. Later tonight we'll also be. There's a game I kind of want to try since it's free, so see how it goes. Yep. Yep, Ben. Hello, Ben. Yeah, since it's on Artfight, at least there's just their, I guess, super suit. It's a very Ranger. It's very Power Ranger like. So it felt like a good idea to choose. Or at the very least, I got drawn to it because of that stuff. So yeah. Maybe I should start with the eyes, figuring out where they would be, so I can then. I can't. That. Yep. Hello, nerd. So, add an extra one there. Let's see. I'm gonna go up. Like this, I guess. So. So probably can. So yeah. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And we still got teeth in just a moment. I don't know, random thought, partially because this is. I mean, I know this is a fox, but I don't know. The teeth, kind of how the teeth work, reminds me a little bit of like saber-tooth teeth. So I'm also just thinking of Power Rangers like Jungle Fury, where like they're all pretty much where the main Free Rangers were, Jungle Cat, were like the big cats. I think Tiger, Jaguar, and Cheetah. But then like the other two Rangers that I mainly remember seeing were a Rhino and a Wolf. Like you could have had a mentor one be like a saber-toothed tiger, and that would make sense because those mentors are usually the sixth ranger. Well, this one probably fifth, and make them be something bigger. Okay. Oop. Excuse me. Pretty simple, pretty quiet today. Like I said, just so we can get everyone done. We'll be doing headshots, but I'll probably make them all nice. Well, I guess more like shade them all. Fully shade them. Yep, just very quiet right now. I don't know, a lot of people. Seems to be just one of those days with a lot of where a lot of people are just busy. There. Try that again. Looking good. Yeah, how she looks, like, at the very least, because it definitely has, like, future vibes. Like, obviously, I also mention, like, the Power Ranger vibes, but very easy to see both, pretty much. That's a little. I think that one's a little too long, so. Okay, so. dark. It's that dark orange that seems to be, I'm saying, used the most because it's on like this side there, which I am going to need to probably get a little creative about. Yeah, that'll work. But yeah. Let's see, we need going here about as a test. Probably gonna have to go a little bit. Might go a little bit lighter. Let me get to it. And we'll have, yep, like that. Technically, both like that. A blue, I think this blue will work. And that, and we're gonna have to fix that. Yep. And I know there's some more in just a moment, so pull it up. Hello, DMZ. Gotcha. Let's see, we need pull it back up. Let's see, it should be probably this purple. And then we just need, I'm gonna try this one, sort of off dark. Yeah, for at the very least, we'll have to figure out yeah. I think that coming out good. I just gotta change that light orange. I'll change that before I do anything else. I need, let's see, go a little. Yeah, I think that works. Gotcha. Oh, forgetting what layer everything is on, or which colors are used for certain things. Yep. And I'm gonna add a little bit of some dots in there like that, and then I'm gonna go with a soft and dark up here. That, and then soft lighter color. Yep, just a lighter like that looks good. And then go back here and get something white to be. Like that. This is okay. What if I also do like a gray underneath like this? That way, then lighten it. I'm not as big of a fan of it. I don't think it kind of works, but yeah, I think it worked. Yeah. Why do I have the SpongeBob episode where they get, I think it's Club SpongeBob or Club Stupid or something like that, where they get, lost in the woods, and it's the episode of the Magic Conch show. I have that in my head for some reason while I'm trying to work on this. Sometimes I gotta look into more like how Kyle does his cell shading. Yeah, I just gotta figure out I gotta try some other cell shading at some point. Yep, black. Just stick with black will be fine. let's find a few areas over here to try. Just a few areas make black. Probably just the angle. Yeah, some of these aren't. Some of these work, some of these don't. Okay. Probably just need to figure out. Yeah, background. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll figure out. I think we'll figure out the backgrounds either end of stream or off stream. Don't know. Probably be something very simple. So let's move on to the attack on Mr. Savola. Chose Nemia. Yeah, kind of the most interesting one. The one I was most drawn to from his characters. currently trying to make her look a little, like, I don't know if confused is the word, surprised, intrigued, questioning, I don't know. Okay, probably about here-ish for now, while we then, of course, choose an OC with horns, and ones that are technically more on the fuck was that noise? On the more complicated side. But, you know, you have to challenge yourself as an artist in general. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of, yeah. Trying to show the head tilt. Yeah, I'm thinking coming good. Protect memory. Don't lose that time. Do love me some pointy ears with jewelry. Oh yeah, now ruffles. And that, oh yeah. honestly, I'm kind of just wanting to contemplating something. He doesn't really have actual global permission, so. Spirit, I'm gonna do it like that. Just going to. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna try it with tank top instead of the ruffles, and that, but have them at least at the end of that. I'm doing the last 4 I need to do. Last 4, pretty much. Last 4 attacks that have been done on me. We've got 1 down, pretty much. 1 more to do, and hello, Arc. And worry about the inside of the ear. How we want to draw the inside of it after or later, a little bit, whatever. Yep. And I definitely seen some stuff I'm gonna have to change for that. What did DMZ like share the stream on like his Discord or something? If so, thank you for doing that. Nice of you to do that, DMZ. Okay, and we have to. Duplicate, flip. I have to do some. I mean, excuse me. I'll just leave them there for now. Probably. thinking this is coming pretty good for overall stuff. I know there's some stuff we'll have to pretty much fix the lines, end of lines, so we don't have issues when it fills. Find like one of the most Looney Tunes like poses, facial expressions that has like the like bugged out eyes, screaming, in jaw drop, tongue like jagged, like all jagged, like almost snake like. Kind of like what my whatever, like my profile pic is. With the expression just even more exaggerated. That's the word. Anticipation. And I'm just gonna make the top of the sleeves kind of still do the sleeve stuff, but I'm gonna pretty much make it segmented or whatever, striped, like the parts of the necklace. Okay, I'm just gonna take this off for a moment while I look around for parts that might need. Okay. Oop. Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, that looks good. And in case any. Yeah. Technically, probably could have tried using colors from Ben's, but for sure can use colors from Mr. Sepulveda's. I'm just going to borrow this, select, expand it by 2 pixels, and fill. Pull that back up. Yeah. Yeah, you got the spelling right. Oh. I mean, I do like having... Is it supposed? God, I was like, is it supposed? Yeah. I was at a different quick note. I was like looking at the hair. I'm like, okay, they're kind of a different shade. The front ones are one shade, and then the back seem to be a different shade, and I can't. And I was like, making sure it was. If it was supposed to pretty much be these different shades. Kind of like a. Ah, yeah, this is looking good. I'm gonna use that color again. Still use like what goes that purple? That's at least Is there a different color we're gonna try? We try. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, he doesn't have any exact color for eyeshadow for any eyeshadow, so I'll just try this color out. And yeah, look good. Gotcha. And it's also a quick being like, what folder is it in? Let's see. Okay. Yep. That sent you at Arc. Proportions probably aren't super great though. maybe try a purple and multiply it. Yeah, that looks better. Vilson. I'm not entirely sure what a Vilson is, so it'll be very much a. We'll see how it goes. I can tell that's something that my phone's getting different notifications, but at the same time, I also know most of the notifications it gets aren't actually important. Wrong. What if we... Well, that would help if... on the right one... Yeah, that... How about I, grab the darker and the lighter at the same time so I can just do it at the same time. Okay, well, apparently, get the usual. I'm bad at paying attention to some layer parts at times. Yep. Okay, then light. Villainy, gotcha. Apparently going on my villain arc. Not surprising, but, surprised it took so long to get on that. Heh. And we need a little bit darker. Yeah, it'll help if I'm on the... Yeah, that looked very good. Yeah, you can already tell the color. I'm probably gonna try to find a different, find a pinkish color. Gonna turn this into a, find it in the pinkish color stuff. On a very different note, random thing going to mention. And I was like last week, a channel I watched that talks just about different stuff about Warhammer, mainly the meta for like and stuff for like armies and playing. Mentioned like board game. A Warhammer board game came out and had like some minis in it that technically to buy like online, I mean from the actual stores, like a lot more. Or but like you could go to like they would be able to find them at like Targets and they were like $50. And I tried to look for it. I checked online if any had supposedly had it, but no. Like only one nearby said it. I went over and they said it's in the back, and then like can't seem to find it. It'll be out later in the week, and nope, didn't come out. And it checked like the next day, and it was like already like nope, we don't have that in stock. It's like thanks for nothing. And based off other reviews and I saw people talking about it, it was like annoyingly hard also. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt I'll hate it. There's very few things I feel like you could do for that to happen. Fuck. I mean, actually thinking about it, I can just layer, duplicate, delete, deselect. See, pretty much fixed. Oh, now I can do a few straight shadow stuff. I'll stick to the here-ish. That, maybe a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. not there. Here, I'll go with. Yeah. The stream's probably going to be at least 2 hours, but it all depends on more or less how long I take to get these headshots done. The one for Mistress of Boba is done. We still have 2 more. So it really just depends on how long it takes me to get through them. We said but like I said, we're thinking hour, probably 1 hour more. We're going on to Brinsta. Maria, no, I am a righteous one. Of my virtue I am endowed. Beata Maria, you know I'm much purer than the common glory of just crowd. Then tell me, Maria, why I see her dancing there. Why her smoldering eyes still stop strong? I hear her, I see her. The sun cut on her raven hair is blazing me out for full control. Like fire, hellfire, this fire in my skin. This burning desire is turning me to sin. It's not my fault. There's some stuff that this shape will fix when we get to digital, but we'll worry about that later. Right now, we are just going. Probably should talk to Kyle about what he actually does. I will also say, Ark, there is going to be another stream later tonight also. Plan is after dinner to do a gaming stream. We're going to try a game out that's free. See how it goes. So, if you want to share it off, take your time and share it off later today, we can do that. That stream being close to around 5 p.m. Pacific time. It's been like 3 hours and 15 minutes. And then also I should talk to Kyle about some of some of the stuff he does to, try and make it, try for voice actor stuff. Yeah, that would also be a cool thing to do. I'm just gonna do the. I'll just do the second. I'm not going to. We know where the second horn's going to be, so I'm not going to worry about that yet. Do I need. I mean, I can start. Yeah. I'm not good. I'm not going to do the prayer. Yeah, look good. Gotcha. But if we start with the horns, that way it's easier to just. Here, duplicate, edit, transform, flip. Yep. Gotcha, Arc. I definitely like this one. Partially, for the obvious stuff. It's a tiefling, but also because the it has like because of the headdress. Because it makes me think of like Tali from Mass Effect, and like Barris and Luminara from Star Wars. Looks, yeah, yeah. In general, just liking how it looks. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, looks good. And I gotta check the fucking chat. Yeah, I got. Yep, sent it. And God, unfortunately, like the main thing though, portal gun is like you have to have gone to that place to set it up. So I would still have to, go somewhere and set it up for some of the stuff I can think of to use it for. So I have no idea. I, I mean, I guess set it up for like easier travel, but to certain places. We just unfortunately would have to be very. We would have to have gone, but for some places we would have to like have already gone there to be able to use it again. Would I definitely? I would if I could figure out a way to do it where like I could go into like theme parks for free. Would definitely try to do that. If there was no like the main limit is of course being able to hit it's the furthest away thing. If there was no limit, then that's just kind of normal teleportation. For normal teleportation, definitely use it to get into places for free, like Disneyland, Disney World, theme parks. Other stuff you can't that you couldn't prove that I did. Yeah, I forgot. I haven't done the orange yet. I'm gonna have to go back to that. I'm gonna use a different yellow color on the part in the middle. Go this direction. Like that. Yeah, so we can work on stuff. In some form of technicality, probably. Yeah. I mean, already saying that would use it to, pretty much break into a theme park. So is there really much of a difference from what we're already talking about then? Oh, something about what I did. I will try what I can. What would might be the 15 before the end. At the very least, that's probably on the when I'm on the shading for the last drawing. Is when I'll say is when I'll consider the it as the last. Might not be, but it's at least be very close to that. On a different, something about this feels very Dragon Ball like. I just don't know how and why. Honestly, I kind of want just that, so try bottom lip being a darkish color. Innocent mindset. Well, that's white, though. Yeah. Ah. Touche. I honestly remember, like, I've seen like a few bits of actual Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, but in technicality, I've watched the Dragon Ball abridged more than the actual series. Sorry, got may not so it kind of means I just don't entirely remember how the Princess Snake stuff went. Hello, Galahound. Why didn't you dodge? Bleh. I honestly don't know anymore when it comes to which one I would consider a favorite. Because in a way, it's kind of also which one. There's like the one. Because a lot of them were definitely in the moment ones, but that feel like might have changed by now. So for the most part, it's kind of been and also for a lot of them, it's also kind of been more of favorite video of them, more so, where like I've had videos from the groups that I've liked more than the actual. Oh, I don't know what I was saying. Where it's like the videos are like some series, it has has like a lot of good videos, but a lot of them have then a lot of them are like I don't care for some of them. And yeah, still technically want to get maybe when I finally get back into doing some more for the original ones, I'll have more. I'll be more excited and stuff like that. Does she have a boob window? God, I forgot she God, she technically has a boob window. I am rethinking a lot of stuff. How a lot of stuff should go, how the story should go, and because of. So it is just taking more time because, as much as I understand, and that this is also, pretty much is a first draft for a lot of stuff. Uh, I am, still trying to take it seriously, and then also the fact we've had other stuff happen that we've just been also doing. So not even going to say soon. I'm going to say hope. I mean, I'll say hopefully soon, but for the most part, it's we will we see and play it by ear. Because I do want to go. I might even have to go. I might even go back to the first, redo the first episode of that because I'm kind of iffy about some of the stuff there. Yeah, and for that, it's also been more so focused on having the polls on like Patreon. I don't. I am probably for a little bit while I'm still in this case of unemployed aid with the only monetary bits of monetary support I'm really getting being in Patreon, that any polls for just viewers probably not going to happen for a while. With how everything is right now with me. But yeah, we got Brinsta done. Get some water. And we still have Yep. So on to the last one. Okay, there's just some. Okay. They're pointed, so, you know. Probably some changes we'll do there, but, you know. I'm not gonna call. Like, it's a challenge, not in, like, the, you know. Galahad, I wouldn't. When it comes to this being a challenge, it's more of just to challenge yourself, push yourself into creating stuff. Let's not consider it a challenge like a comp. That's a more like a competition. And let's not try to make this a competition. Because you do also have to remember that, you know, that with it, with it being a challenge, we thought we would be able to do it, but just how life is what's making it not as easy for some of us to work on it and do it. So we have to be fair to all of us. Eh, I'm just gonna. I like to just keep and see challenges as trying to, for just trying to, you know, do something or try something out. I'd rather stick to that for challenges. Nothing without, and try not to forfeit. Granted, yes, I know. OC Alphabet Challenge technically has a forfeit happen. But it's also just isn't doing super good, and I have to still. Like we're doing with the other stuff, have to do have to do the stuff that is hopefully more likely to get views, or is being done for people that are paying me to do stuff. Yeah, probably something more like that. Yeah, stuff with more of like the no pressure. What we gonna need to do? Yep, we'll just have to fix that. Okay, eyes are green. Okay, we need orange for here. Let's. No, I'm gonna delete that. Also. I'm assuming this is like this. Let's go like that, yeah. I'll go like that. Then there's an orange. I'll go here, here, and here. Yellow for here. Red for here. Yeah, that. Okay, Arc. I'm gonna say the 15-minute warning now. At the very least, we're probably gonna be. God damn it, wrong layer. Yeah, honestly, just to go with the other colors I already have, use either probably a kind of tealish color, like kind of like the tips of the of my avatar's hair, or maybe like purple, just to kind of match it and go with it. Yeah, I kind of like how this looks like that. So yeah, I don't know how long it's actually been since I said the 15 minutes possible, but you know, but, but yeah, we pretty much finished the art. So I'm just going to start. Doing the stuff to prep it, so pretty much right after stream we can start posting these. Shoot. Where it is. And just on the last of the mints, I have gotcha. Yeah, I'm just gonna do simple. Color backgrounds. So once I finish just putting the signature down, I will look at what Arc sent, and then we will end the stream. And like I said, we'll have we're gonna be doing a game tonight, around 5 p.m. PST. I probably could have done this back when I did them, but I also guess didn't really have an exact idea till now. If for this one I want to do white outline added. Oh, fuck, of course. Oh. Oh, well. I will see it in just a moment. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. We have them all set up, so afterwards I'll get them posted. So before we go up, I'll see what we got from Arc. And no worries. I am very much liking in how this is going right now, though, Arc. It looks really badass. And turning the, I like this design of the crop top. And we got pants instead. Looking good. It feels familiar. Like, it like feels, but yeah, it's really cool. There is a familiarity. I feel like there is to it. I feel like to like maybe like some sort of anime, but it, like this arm here, the teleporting to here, like all of it's looking really good, and like how you design the hair is also really cool. Can't wait to see the full piece. But yeah, we will end the art stream here today. Hey, we got our last art fights done. Done for 2025, and we'll I had fun this year, and I'm looking forward to trying it again next year. But thank you all for joining us today. If you liked what you saw, then leave a like and subscribe to join our growing little Arcane town to be in the know of future videos, updates, and events. I'm not sure how you thought that would happen, Arc. There's very few things that people could do to make me dislike like the art they could do for me and my characters. So, doing a cool thing like this is definitely not going to be one of them. But anyways, thank you for joining the stream, and we'll see you all next time, which is in about 2 and 15 minutes later. Or from 2 hours and 15-ish minutes from now. Later.